YouTube. Avid Shooters bringing you a look at the Glock 19 Gen 4. Well, not necessarily giving you a look at it because everybody's pretty much seen it. There's videos all over. But I'm giving you a look at what I've done to mine. And maybe you might want to do to yours. Or yours in the future. Alright, first thing I want to do is give a safety check. It is empty, no magazine even in this area. Alright, first thing I did to it was nail polish mod. Now you've seen videos on here and a lot of people ask, does it last? I could say yes it does. I ran almost 1,500 rounds through this and there's no sign of wear on it whatsoever. Now it probably all does depend on how much you put on it, how many coats you do, and how much you take off after you get it down in the cracks. Now I probably put 3 or 4 coats on it, and as you can see it's holding up pretty good. I did do this side. I did the Glock logo and the serial number. Now the serial number is taped off and the barrel's just blackened out with dry erase marker, just for safety purposes. Now I would definitely recommend doing it. It's very easy, very cheap. If you want your letters to stick out, my wife has the exact same gun. She did it in pink and it shows up pretty good. It doesn't show up as good as white, but it shows up really good. Another thing I've done is polish the pins, slide release, and the barrel. Now I do have a video on polishing the barrel, which I'll put a link down in the description. As I mentioned in that video, you pretty much do the pins and the slide release the exact same way. It's very easy. It does take a lot of work, a lot of, wiping and scrubbing, but once it's done, it pays off. I mean, it looks very, very nice. Definitely makes it stick out. Another thing I've done to it is put Talon grips on it. I ended up cutting a little piece off on both sides here, because when you put them on, based on the way they come in the mail, they don't actually line perfectly straight. So a little round piece back here is actually a little crooked. So I ended up cutting the little grooves out of it and then just stuck the back piece to it, but in the last couple days the back piece did fall off. But now that it has fell off, I actually like it better without it. Now the Talon grips itself, I love them. They're very rough. Some people think they're a little too rough, but as you shoot with it, it wears down and gives you a nice grip. Another thing I've done to it is put a night sight on the front. Now that is the Glock night sight. If you do get a sight for the front, you're definitely going to want that front sight tool. I ended up buying it. I ended up having to go out and shoot a couple days after my sight got here. I got impatient, put it on, tightened it down as tight as I could with some needle nose pliers, which worked pretty good, but 200 rounds in, it loosened up a little bit. Now my front sight tool did come in the mail that day. After I got back, checked the mail, it was there. Put some more Loctite on it, and after that, tightened it down with the front sight tool, and it was good. Future things I'd like to do, I would like to lighten the trigger up. There's that 5.5 pound stock. I mean, it's really crisp, clean, but I would like to make it probably a 2.5, 3 pound trigger, but mainly just for shooting. If I do carry, I'm probably not going to want that light. Any recommendations on anything I could do, please leave in the comments. If you need any questions or answers on, what is that supposed to mean? If you need any questions answered on any of these, please leave it in the comments and I will answer them as soon as I can. And I do recommend everything you see here. Thanks for watching. Avid shooters. Have a good day.